Hello, this is Joe Wright, and I'm going to be reading your Letterboxd reviews of my film Pride and Prejudice to celebrate its 20th anniversary. Okay, Chris, 5 stars. If a man doesn't propose to me by walking through a foggy field at dawn with his shirt half unbuttoned, then what's the point of it all? The exact amount of mist is very crucial. You just need the right amount laying low enough to kind of give a mystery, a mythic quality to the landscape, but still allow the sun through. Erica, 5 stars. Not to be dramatic, but the hand flex is the single greatest moment in the entire history of film. Is it? But anyway, thank you. The hand flex was really just an attempt to cinematically, visually express the electricity that is felt between the two would-be lovers. Kathy, 5 stars. Nothing has better comedic timing than Darcy saying he likes women who read and Elizabeth closing her book to tell him off for it. The thing about on-screen chemistry is that it's not about attraction, it's about respect. If you have 2 actors who really respect each other as artists and want therefore to be their very best selves for each other, then you'll have the chemistry. If they don't respect each other, or if one respects the other more than the other, then it don't work so well. But it's not about sexual romantic attraction at all. In fact, that often gets in the way.
And of course, you must improve her mind by extensive reading.
I'm no longer surprised at your knowing only 6 accomplished women. I rather want to know out your knowing any.
Are you so severe on your own sex?
I never saw such a woman. She would certainly be a fearsome thing to behold.
Lucy, 4.5 stars. Maybe one day I'll experience an exemplary vegetable.
What a superbly featured room, and what excellent boiled potatoes. It's many years since I've had such an exemplary vegetable.
We met quite a few actors for the role of Mr. Collins. I remember one even came in and read him as Tony Blair. Tom just brought this slightly perverted sense to the role, and I thought that was kind of alarming and interesting.
You simply seek to increase my love by suspense.
Sir.
According to the usual practice of elegant females.
Sir. I am not the sort of female to torment a respectable man. Please understand me, I cannot accept you.
Clownhead, 5 stars. It's about the pining, it's about the yearning, it's about having to pause and rewind after the rain scene to immediately watch it again. That rain scene is a kind of pivotal moment in the film. It's really the center piece, the central crisis. That was an important scene to get right. And I remember whispering to Matthew that he should watch her mouth. And that seemed to convey the yearning, the pining.
And those are the words of a gentleman. From the first moment I met you, your arrogance and conceit, your selfish disdain for the feelings of others made me realise that you were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
Kylie, 5 stars. Why does it zoom in on the pig like that? Because this pig turned up on the day and it had the biggest balls I'd ever seen in my life. Not that I've seen a lot of pigs' balls or balls in general. Metaphorically, the pig is the sire that comes and, takes care of the lady pigs. And in a way, that's what the whole film is about, mating. Sophie, 5 stars. The scene where Elizabeth is spinning on the swing whilst the seasons change is basically the same as the scene in New Moon where the seasons change while Bella's room spins. I was very drunk at a party we were having during the shoot, and I needed to sober up, and I went and found a swing from a tree, and I started spinning on the swing. Probably not a good way to sober up. However, in that moment, I came up with the idea of having Elizabeth swinging on the swing, or turning on the swing, spinning on the swing. Lily, 4 stars. all people in period piece films know is dance, yearn, be horny, and boiled potatoes. Very true. Qualities definitely required for period film acting. I love dance. I've always kind of loved dance, and be it kind of ballet or rave. I like the fact that we can express ourselves non-verbally through dance. That's really important. And so that's what we were trying to do with the dance scenes there, which we rehearsed for like weeks and weeks and weeks. They didn't, arrive on set knowing how to do that, or arrive in rehearsals knowing how to do that. It took a lot of practice. Whereas boiled potatoes are kind of the antithesis of dance. Too many boiled potatoes will inhibit dance. That's the dichotomy there between dance and boiled potatoes. Preet, 4.5 stars. Mr. Darcy doesn't smile much, but when he does, that's cinema. You're absolutely right. Mr. Darcy is an incredibly guarded individual, and one of the reasons why I cast the great Matthew McFadden in the role was the sadness that was in his eyes. And when he smiles, it does kind of light up the room. Elisa, 3. 5 stars. Donald Sutherland, your ability to bring to life to such a tender and beloved character will forever be appreciated by me every time I watch this. Unfortunately, Donald Sutherland passed away last year and is missed greatly. Working with him was kind of quite scary. He was quite a figure. He was concerned that his teeth were too modern. So whenever he laughs in the film, you'll notice he laughs like a geisha, hiding his teeth.
I could not have parted with you, my Lizzie, to anyone less worthy.
Maloney, 5 stars. I'm so happy that this movie exists. I am so happy that watching something can make me feel so warm and content, and that somehow everything is going to be okay. Wrap me up in this movie and I'll stay there forever, honestly. Thank you, Maloney. That's a really wonderful sentiment and thing to say. I'm very grateful and humbled by the fact that the movie reached out to people and maybe gave them a little bit of peace in this dreadfully violent world. But it's kind of not me, The film, well, firstly, it's Jane Austen, and I feel very grateful to have been at the service of Jane Austen and her story, and really at the service of storytelling. So I feel very lucky.
You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
Thank you for the love you've shown Pride and Prejudice over the last 20 years and for writing these wonderful reviews. I hope you continue to enjoy the film for many years to come.